And a hello to you as well, Yellow Boy Plays. Welcome to, I believe this is your first time here, unless you were lurking other times. Welcome to your first Azure M127 stream. This is now my fourth, I think. I think this is my fourth time streaming ever. Alright, so at this point, you should be able to hear me. And you should be able to see the game and the chat box. So if any of that is wrong, let me know. I'll double check that I didn't accidentally mute anything. I've done that in the past. This is also a special stream because my pop filter came in. And I looked back at the videos of my previous streams, heard a bit of the mic peaking there. That was kind of a recurring issue. It was only really bad in the first one, but I still felt like it happened too often in the second and third that it was worth getting the $8 investment. Alright, so that being said, where did we leave off in Game Dev Tycoon? This is part 3 after all. Well, this is Azren Hats, and that question mark started off as an accident, but it became a pretty big symbol of the company as a whole. I like to say that we have a questionable company here, and we make some questionable decisions sometimes. However, despite some of those questionable decisions, we have actually... Oh, I see now. Now that I've put the game in full screen, the layout has gone to heck. Alright, I think I know how to fix that. Every single time I start one of these Game Dev Tycoon streams, there seems to be a layout problem. But fear not, for I think I know the solution. Alright, that should get the layout back to how I like it. Alright, before I do anything about this encrypted proposition on our hands, quick little recap of where we are so far. We've made a bunch of games, and in fact, our character has been doing it for 8 years, 10 months, and 3 weeks. And that's why we have this medium-sized office on our hands, and even another employee. So I noted at the end of the last one, the game was starting to show its true depth. And so to that end, it's going to be interesting. My goal is to make it to year 35 before I stop streaming this game. Although if I get too far and I'm not on year 35 yet, well then, I guess we'd just stop there. It's a matter of seeing what'll happen. So I'll go over what sorts of games we've made once I have access to my game history again. But our main goal right now is really expanding this questionable company to be the best and the biggest it can be. And it starts with this message. This is a special offer. We've managed to borrow some research information, and we could do the thing and transfer 60k to this suspicious individual. Alright, so the thing is, about this guy, I know that sometimes he's alright. But, why take the risk? Just why? Alright, so, quick little stroll down memory lane for people just joining us for the first time. We started with a crime game called Headlight. It was okay, I guess. Hattie Haddington, Master Gentleman Assassin. Bit better. Go Accelerate Super Ultra Turbo. Steady growth there. The Forbidden Fortress, and that's, it was my fourth game, and my pun bit me in the butt because we got a bunch of 4s. Flame Shield Hat 776, Fire Emblem reference for you, because it was a strategy game. Rage Quit, the game where your goal was to rage quit. It was suggested by a viewer, and it did really well. Tenacious Detention was how I ended the first stream in an effort to try and get a 10. That did not work. So then I made a sequel to Rage to try and make up for it, and that did work. So we made G Nothing. There's an F-Zero reference in there for you. That also did pretty well. Attack on Totem, a superhero action game. You know, so we had a pretty good stream of not bad games here. But it really took off when we hit Rage 3, Birth by Blood. That's Bloodborne. Don't forget the TES Tale of Melinda, which was a near perfectly scored game. I actually got an achievement for that because that was right before we moved out of the garage. Ultramarine Riders, man, some fans made a fan game out of it. I let them be. Melinda, The Quest of Bunko, our ambitious sequel, did not do so well. Seek and Destroy, new IP, did okay. The Mystery of Mama, or The Secret of Mana reference. Solid 8. And finally we ended last time with Rage 4 Death by Blood because milking the Rage franchise was working for us. And that one was our best Rage yet. It got a bunch of perfect scores as well. So, go figure. Doing the same thing over and over again was actually paying off. That brings us to where we are today. We also made a brand new engine at the end of the last one. So I'm not going to be making the new game engine right away here today. I believe if I go to staff list... I mean, our staff list is alright. Alright, fill position. We can hire up to 4 employees in this office. Many rookies hire too early and go bankrupt. It's best to take it slow. I used to have around 4 million in cash. And now I'm down to 3.1. So I still think it's too early for me to do anything besides keep Martin on board. So I'm not going to start looking. There's a trend toward RPG games recently. So that's our in. Let's just start right off with another new game. Alright, RPGs. Tempted to go with an expedition game like The Tale of Melinda. We did make this Mystery of Mama game. That was a fantasy RPG, and we know those work well together, so why ruin a good thing? Okay, a lot more consoles have come out since the last time. We've got our portable game line. We've got our competitor license play system. We've got this thing. We've got the ever-trusty PC. Yeah, so genre match. We don't know how RPGs are gonna do on the PC. Or anything else for that matter, so it's a shot in the dark either way. May as well go for the Super TES, using the Pocket Change engine. That is our objectively better engine. It's got all the features from the My Savings engine, and then a whole bunch more. But it's a fantasy RPG for everyone. I said last time I'm not going to make the Final Fantasy joke, and that's why I went with the Secret of Mana joke instead. So this time, I don't know, let's just make something... Let's just make something new, fresh. Hatrice and the Hat. Okay, Hatrice is going to be the name of this person. I made Hattie Haddington last time. And I mentioned that's probably a Battle Block Theater reference, and I don't even know it. Hatrice and the Ham... No. Hatrice and the Hat... And the Hat Trick. Hat Trick is a hockey term, I think. Not really much of a sports guy. But hat trick is going to be a pun, and there's going to be some sort of trick involving a hat. Our company really loves those hats, after all. Let's see. I can. Okay, now we're in development stage 1. We want to start getting these better experiences in there. We know story and quests are important here. And I do think gameplay is going to serve well. Let's see. There we go, that looks good. Alright, hype is building a little bit. We do have a bit of a fan base. We did go to G3 in the last one, and we had a decent turnout. It was our first time there. Ooh, does Hat Treats on the Hat Trick have a level editor? Well, for only 5k, sure. Of course it does. Dialogues are gonna be important. Let's do this. And you know what? We should start marketing this. We'll go small. Just some couple of magazines. We're only in stage 2 after all. And world design with the graphics is gonna be big. Sounds less so. But, for what little sounds we provide, there will be mono sounds. This will be an open world fantasy RPG. I swear I put 2D graphics version 3 into the engine, but it's not popping up as an option here. And I also can't unclick this one. Maybe I missed that earlier. That's gonna be fun when I look back at this and I think, oh my god, why didn't I do that correctly? Let's do a little more marketing now. This time we'll send out a demo. And our hype is almost up to 40, but we got some bugs to work out. Didn't quite hit 40 hype. But we did set a new design record for the company. And we did level up some stuff. So it's time to release this thing. And we can research stereo sound. Alright, Martin, give me my game report. Can I give myself my game report? Yes. Game report. Please. Okay, here come the reviews. Moment of truth. Ooh. Not how I expected to start off. I was really just winging it there. They're eating up the RPGs here. Oh man, imagine what we could do if we actually had better designers. That's what I wanted to hire. As a better designer. Martin's gonna complete some training in the meantime, and I think what we want out of him is... do I want more research or more speed at this time? His speed is low. Let's fix that a bit. If anyone is out there, has been there, if anyone has been there, or is just tuning in, welcome. This is part 3 of my attempt at Game Dev Tycoon. I'm trying to get to year 35. I'm still new to this whole streaming thing, but I've got a pop filter now, so I'm hoping the sound is still good. If you guys have any questions for me, or any comments on how I can improve the overall layout or audio right now, always feel free to let me know. Dialogues are important. The Super TES RPG, only good. Only good. That, I was wondering about the platform there. 54 research points. Might be good to start researching something. Now, what do we got here? How about a new topic? Haven't done one of those in a little while. Ooh, we can make a thief game. Or we can make a game around technology. Yeah, let's do technology. Alright, so Martin's doing his training. I'm researching. I'm researching the, whatever it was I just clicked on. How come I can't remember? Ladies and gentlemen, the surprise hit of the year is the game we just released. A perfect example of how dialogues can be more thrilling than in a movie or book. Well, that's a nice review. Okay, he's training to get his speed up. I'm researching the technology game. Got it, got it. Do I want to research something else? How about 50k, 40k? Simple cutscenes seem good. Do a little research on that. Now let's say about one more new topic now that Martin's done training. Now we can send people to prison. That's a lovely thought. Here, Martin, get us the thief game. We need our Sly Cooper up in here. Also, for people who are new to me, I've got some stuff below the video at any given time. I've got the chat rules, I've got links to my YouTube where I also make music. Less frequently than these streams, but it still happens. And I've also got commands that you can try out. Some of them are more fun with other people, but hey. Alright, so that stuff is done. Our cache is looking a bit better than it was, I'll admit. Popular genre is still RPG, so maybe we should try to bang another one out while we're going for it. But do I want a different topic? Do I want another fantasy RPG? Or should we switch it up a bit? And if anyone is in the chat and they have suggestions, no matter how silly they are, I mean, I'll take them. That's how we got the Rage series to happen, and that's been working great. Now, let's get ahead of our time. This is an RPG about thievery. If Persona 5 can do it in 2017, then we can do it in whatever year this is. Year 9 of our game development cycle, to be fair. We saw that RPG, there's gotta be a better platform for it. You know what might be a better platform for it is this play system. So I'm gonna buy the license for that. We're gonna use our pocket change engine. And we want something new, fresh. It's about thievery, so I don't know if I want to work stealing into the name, or possibly missing, gone, destroy. This is how names happen. We just start spouting random words, and then something genius will come to me. Or I will give up and put something in there that's boring. It could be like a stakeout, or it could be iced, iced of heist. Are there words that rhyme with heist? I do not know. Oh, I can think of one, but that's a little religious. How about rice heist of mice? Nice. There we go. Oh, there's my 2D graphics version 3. Why is that listed before 2D graphics version 2? Is that just because I've leveled up version 2 as much as I have? No, I want to start getting into version 3 here. I got it for a reason. Alright, keeping that story and quest up there, maybe up the gameplay a bit, because this is a thief game after all. I'm essentially shrinking the stories and quests by doing that, but I think we can afford it. The Fina gear will be taken off the market. Good thing I didn't develop for that. Hat trick is off the market. did pretty well. We're gonna open up a little more room for dialogues there, and I guess the level editor is gonna stay. Just seems wrong to take away a feature. Oh, G3 is happening. We did a medium booth last time. We'll stick with a medium booth. We'll do a little more with sound. And we'll have the graphics compensate for having version 3 in there. I don't know if that really matters, but hey. Alright, we are trying to work out some bugs. I didn't do any marketing. To be honest, I thought we were still on stage 2 for a second. Design's not quite as high as it was with our previous RPG, but it is still popular in the market, so I wanted to jump on it. And it is the game that we showed off at G3. I think we had around 75,000 visitors last year. So let's see how we do for ourselves this time. Oh, yeah, we're definitely doing better. 83,000 visitors. Due to increase in experience, Martin is getting an additional 12K salary. Ugh. We were not in the top 100, but that's okay. Only our second year there, after all. Alright, and someone needs to make me a game report. But I guess we're hearing the reviews first, because I wasn't quick enough on the draw. This one was only a 7. Oh, except it was also a 9. And another 9. I guess that averages out to an 8. Not bad for a rush job. The rice heist of mice. Nice. Yeah, give me the game report on that. No particular strong trend, so no reason to make another RPG. Alright, I'm gonna try to up my own design. Like I said, we're gonna need it. I'd really prefer to hire a design specialist, but our cash is pretty steadily going down right now. Thief RPG actually works well. Oh, we got a lot of information. Gameplay is important. Play system RPG was better, thank God. Everyone on the play system worked okay. Thief for everyone. Okay, so my decisions were not completely unfounded. Martin, you need vacation. Goodbye. His meter was going down, that's how I know about that. So in the meantime, I'm just waiting while I raise my design, and a few other things are going up with it. Is there any contract work that might help stabilize our bank account a bit? It doesn't pay a ton. We want to debug a base program in 3 weeks. Design some characters in 5 weeks. Install boss on computers in 5 weeks. As long as the biggest pay, I guess I'll just try it. Come on, that speed training's gotta pay off, right? Yeah. It'll transfer 25K to your account. That is good. And in that case, like I said, I do want to bring on another employee, and that really could help our games. But I don't know, we're just losing money here. We're like half of what we used to be. So you know what this means. You know what this means. Would an action game be good on the Play System? Do we take the Rage series to the Play System? Because if you didn't pick up on it, I think it's time for Rage 5. No, we're gonna keep it on PC. Pocket change engine. I want the money. And Rage has been giving me the money. Alright, so Rage 5. I think we need to bring the Rage quitting element back into this game. So should I mention quit or just quitters or... I just thought of this. This sentence could really apply to me and my company. Quit while you're ahead. But I'm gonna tell that to the player and see what they think. Version 3 graphics, let's do this. Tutorials, experience, save game, linear story, engines important, gameplay's more important, story and quest not so much. Price heist, whatever, did the thing. Marketing. We didn't quite have a ton of hype for our new IP the last time, so... Oh, and this can be the first Rage game with a level editor. I see that being good. Taking level design down a bit so we make sure to focus in on that AI. Got a good number of research points coming in. Apparently graphics are actually more important than sound, which I would not have guessed. Should we do an open world Rage game? I mean, that has been kind of a focus so far. Oh no, it had undiscovered bugs when we released it. They demand we patch the game. Could we even patch the game at this time in history? The first play system just came out. How would patches even work? We can spend the money and time to patch it, or ignore them. But don't take too long. I mean, I really don't want to do that, to be fair. Man, again, that third stage of development just came so quick. The research that I click on? Oh, that is a big new record in technology right there. We're gonna release Rage 5, we can do a day-night cycle. Is there a way for him to patch the game? Did I take too long already? I have no idea how to do the patch thing, even though they just told me. First reviews for Rage 5 came in. Will it meet our ever-loving standard of Rage? This one seems to fall a little shorter than the rest. But it's not doing terrible either. Actually, one place says it's almost perfect and one of the best, so I guess it's about the same as any other. And under training? Okay, if I go into this menu, help, patching the game, doesn't tell me anything about patching the game here, does it? And don't hesitate to experiment. I guess I'm going to ignore that patch, which again, I don't know how that would even work in the first place considering this time in history. So instead, I'm going to get a game report, and we're going to do this. Now we have 70 research points, it's worth doing some research. Our new topic option is medieval. Seems like a good one to have just in case. Recent pleas for a patch have been unanswered. Oh well. may have lost some fans, but I think we'll be alright. Here's our game report for each 5. Dialogue is not important. I finished my research on medieval. You and your training, Mr. Martin Person. Excuse me. I'm having a bit of reflux tonight. His speed is kind of alright, I guess. Let's up his technology and design in the medium amount. While I research, I want the day and night cycle they just announced. Multiplayer, better AI. Maybe if we really want to make our money, we need a medium-sized game. Again, at this company, we have the question mark in our name, and we make the questionable decisions in order to make progress. Publishing contracts. I have followed the progression of this company for a while, and it seems they've started developing larger games. A publisher can come in handy. They will market and publish the game around the world. They will fund development, but they keep most of the profit. Usually worth it. Find publishing contract has been unlocked. It's in the action menu. What else can I research? Perhaps multiplayer is time to get in there. Don't want to be too behind the times. Some of these systems have had multiple controllers for quite a while. How'd Rage 5 do? Sold 125,000 units and 881,000 in sales. I mean, so we did profit off of it. That was the goal. Martin, what can you research? We don't have enough points for some of these. We do have enough for sequels, though. And I've made some unofficial sequels quite a bit in this game. He's gonna finish that. I'm gonna do some training for myself. And I guess I'm the design head of this company until we have enough money to truly support another person. Alright, so I can develop a new game, I can develop a sequel, I can create an engine. Let's take a look at this publishing deal. If your fan base is big enough, you can self-publish without the need for a publisher, but for medium games, you should try to have 100k fans. Yeah, not even close. The contract will dictate what type of game you need to create. Oh, right. We have to meet certain scores. Ugh. Pay attention to the royalty rate. The higher the rate, the more money you'll make. Okay, so at this point, if I want to make a medium game, I could make an assassin game with a minimum score of 6. Royalty 10%. Oh, it also says the system? Any system for the assassin game. A werewolf action game for the game lane. A score of 7, pass. Avena Oasis. That first one is sounding alright. I already have everything I need. It's a decent sized penalty, but the minimum score is only 6. So sure, it's a medium game of the assassin variety. Actually, can I back out of this because I think I'm still in training? There's our TES 64. Alright, I know how this goes. Anyway. So I would at least like to finish my training before we start any sort of game development, because it's nice to have 2 people on board. Okay, publishing deal. Oh, my publishing deal's changed. I blew it. Fantasy action game. The Oasis. A space RPG, which I don't have space. What are all these people? These people really like werewolves. Oop, what'd I do there? Okay, the window might go small for a second. Sorry about that. That was a misclick. Oh, of course, now they don't change. Fine, we will just develop a sequel. We can develop a sequel to Rage 5, The Rice Heist, The Hat Trace and the Hat Trick. That one might not be back for a sequel. Mystery of Mama, Melinda, Marlon Riders, the original Melinda, Jury Attack on Totem, G nothing. Alright, you know what? G nothing, you're getting a sequel. Even if Nintendo doesn't do anything with F-Zero, we're not gonna make the same mistake. Equal to G nothing. Of course, we're gonna call it G something. Platform for this one. Where was racing good? This is a racing game, right? Racing simulation game. Apparently we don't know where simulation does well, so I'm gonna guess that Super TES. This is a sequel to a TES game, after all. And you gotta give them that, pocket change engine. So Super 2D graphics, version 3. I will do marketing in stage 2, how's that? Engine is big, but gameplay is probably bigger. More with G3. I want to keep up the medium booth, I really do. But I'm kind of tempted to go with a smaller one. Questionable decisions, I gotta stick to it. I got word we're working on a new game, we'll do the interview. Your new game is Racing Simulation. Can you tell us whether such a game would usually receive more focus on world design or sound? Definitely sound. Alright, dialogues don't really matter. Level design and AI does. Level editor is going to be good for a racing game, I imagine. Other industry professionals agree with this. That's great. We're starting to get hype, and I did say we'd do some marketing, so give me those magazines. And I just praised the sound, so I'm gonna turn it up. I don't think we need an open world design for a racing game, I just don't. On principle, I am subtracting that from the equation. Ah, we're falling below 2 million. Perfect time to spend more money on marketing. And go to G3. Okay, can we pass the 80-something thousand that we had last time? Yeah, we're up to 95,000 now. People really wanted to see G something. The Test 64 has been released, still not the top 100 boops at G3. Gotta iron out those bugs, though. And get that one extra technology point on top of it. Somehow we leveled up dialogues through our racing game that had very minimal focus on dialogues. But hey, our graphics are getting better, and that's definitely important. Dialogue tree is now available from that. I want a game report. Here come the reviews. G something got a solid 7. And then an 8. And then a 9. And then another 8. Alright, just an overall 8. Give me that game report, Martin. I'm gonna work on saving up the research points. I would either want character progression, better AI, or stereo sound at this point. I guess in the meantime, I can train myself. Sure, we could use a little more research. Gameplay is very important, and Super TES works great with simulation games. Catherine has recently released a sequel to the game G Nothing. The newest game was met with great responses. Alright, man, I really don't like how we're not seeming to make our money back. It's been a steady decline in my budget. So, I don't know, it seems like the next best thing would be find a publishing deal then. Make a big game so we can try to get some big profits, except again, we have to meet these criteria. Any topic casual game on the TES with a score of 7 to 12% royalty, that's not bad. Any topic action game on any system, royalty fee of 13%. Yes. Now, I know what you're thinking. The minimum score is 8, so you're thinking, what? How are you possibly going to achieve a minimum score of 8? And I will tell you exactly how. With Rage 6. Rage 6 is how we're going to do that, and yes, that's a 6 in place of the G. I did a 3 in the place of the E when I got to Rage 3, so this just makes sense. Alright, Rage 6. We want to market that this game is bigger than any other Rage up to this point. And if it's bigger than any other Rage up to this point, then what could we call it? Ragier? More Rage? Furious? Fury? Again, this is Rage Quit. Alright, what else goes with the whole quit and try again motif? When you make 6 games in a series, you start running out of subtitles. How about Rage 6? I don't want to call it Throne Controller because of the popular Runaway Guys series of the same name. It just feels like a ripoff there. But I do want to kind of convey the idea that you're throwing your controller. That's how that is. Ooh, I know. We're going to call it Screen Break. You're going to break your screen. That is how much rage there is here. It is an action game. It is still post-apocalyptic. We're still putting it on the PC. And using our best engine. Here we go. A few bugs right off the bat. One person cannot effectively be responsible for every aspect of a larger game. To create a good game, you have to assign which of your team is responsible for which areas. Alright, that makes sense, and I think I've got this. So Martin is gonna work on the engine, and that's gonna be a big thing. Whereas I'm gonna work on the story and quests, which do not take up much. And I have a decent amount of tech. So we can do a near 50-50 split of the work here. And in fact, if I up the gameplay a bit, we can actually make it 50-50. Don't worry, Martin, I got your back. Although I do see that you're going to need a vacation, I hope that doesn't impact us too hard. I'll give you a vacation after Rage 6, okay? Alright, Martin, I need you on that AI. I'll lower that a bit. I know I'm using you up quite a bit. Alright, here we go. Although if we're both at 100% in Stage 2, that doesn't bode totally well for Stage 3. Maybe it would have been worth it to hire that design specialist after all. Martin, if you could do the graphics, oh god. Oh, this is gonna be a train wreck. Alright, if I'm gonna overwork someone, I guess it's gonna be me. Well, oh, we need that higher, I know. Or is that 160-140 split? I guess we're going with that. Those numbers are not as big as I would like them to be right now. In 2 months, Super TES is off the market. And that one feels like it came and went so quickly. Now we've still got to get these bugs out. I hovered over that for a few seconds just to get a couple more of those technology points, because I know we're banking on it. Branching stories available. Martin, you've earned a vacation. Goodbye. Here come the reviews. This might be our worst raid yet. Oh, but it was a nice experience anyway. Although we did need to meet a minimum score of 8, so this is not a good ending no matter what. Oh, the Rage series is really starting to decline. And we're below $2 million. This company is crashing and burning. And the penalty will be applied to my account. I guess the good news is we have plenty of research points. Alright, graphics were very important for that type of game, I know. Ah, Martin's back from vacation. That's cool. Wait, how did we get... Oh my god, the publishing deal was worth it. We're up to 3.5 million again. Alright, well, I'm not gonna make that same mistake again. we are hiring someone else, no matter the cost, because this is the company with a question mark in its name. We make questionable decisions to reach our results, and we will be right back, because, oh my god, after all of that, I could use the intermission. I don't know about you guys, so here is that intermission. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I am back from my voice break. Didn't take a terribly long time, but I at least wanted to get a drink. Alright, so for those of you who may have possibly popped in during the intermission, I mean, you never really know for sure what type of viewers you got. But if you just popped in here, my information is below the channel, including some commands and some links. We're playing Game Dev Tycoon here. This is my third stream of this particular game. I think my fourth stream overall. What else do I have to mention? Also, if you're just popping by, always let me know about the video quality, the audio quality, especially the audio. I just bought this pop filter, and I really hope it works when I look back at the video later. I don't want to hear all the mic peaking that I have been for the past 3 streams. But enough about that. We made a larger game. It didn't do as well as our publisher would have hoped, but it did give us a significant amount of money anyway. That being said, I noticed I kind of overworked me and my co-worker here. During that game, there were only 2 of us, and we were trying to make a medium-sized game. And now that we have made more of a profit, I feel good about trying to fill a 3rd position. Let's do, how come I can't seem to do 500? It skips straight from 490 to 510. So I'll do 520 then. And I am going to click on Show Reel because I want a design specialist. Martin is very well versed in technology. I'm pretty balanced but tend to favor design, so we could use another designer on board. So we're searching, and at the same time I'm going to do some training. Because as the balanced one, I'm probably going to have to take on some technology tasks myself. So let's train my technology. While meanwhile, Martin is searching for that applicant. Oh no, wait, I can train him too, or have him research something. We've got like 80 research points. One of us had better research something. We've been making quite a few action games, and a couple racing games for that matter. I'm kind of thinking of the better AI. We could also try to enter the 3D graphics world, but I don't know if it's quite time yet. There is Peter Polynox, level 2, 299 speed, 268 research, 17k per month. Caden Henry, level 1, speed 250. Lower speed, but also lower salary. Technology, not very high at all, which is fine. I'm looking for a design specialist. Henry Tyler's level 1's got a speed of 261. That is impressive speed, actually. Especially for the price. Oh, but I see, this guy's got such a high price of 21k because his design is nearly 400 right off the bat. $73, 168. That actually kind of makes me want this guy. For as expensive as he is. I don't know. His speed is just so much lower than all the other applicants. His research is pretty much in line with theirs, but he costs so much more and it works so much slower, but he's got all those design points. Now I'm kind of leaning towards Peter. He's got... Is that the highest speed? He's got the highest speed. Now, I know I said I wanted someone who was going to focus in on design, but let's be fair. I've also been raising my design quite a bit. So this might actually be the best solution. Mid-level salary, good research, really good speed, already level 2, nearly 300 design points, and a fair amount of technology just in case I need him elsewhere. I was initially ignoring the guy, but now here I am hiring him upon second thought. Welcome aboard, Peter. It's time for you to do the welcome training. Martin, do you need another vacation already? Everyone seems to be doing something. You've got the better AI going. No, it's not giving me the option to send you on vacation, so... What's with that yellow bar, then? Who knows? Peter's doing the welcome training. You know, my new hire has higher speed than you, I'm just saying. Higher speed? Ha 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 ha. Don't repeat yourself, Martin. Is there anything else I want to research right now? Maybe some better dialogues? We've been making a few more RPGs in recent history. Sure. It seems like you're done with your welcome training. So, tell you what, you are our design specialist after all, but you didn't have quite as much design as the other applicants. At least, proportionally speaking, you did have the second highest design overall. But in regards to proportion, you were the most balanced. Take some design training. You know, professional growth is always good. Alright, you've heard I've been successful. Who'd you hear that from? It's a load of crock. That you're starting to grow your team. Well, that second part is true. I've updated our client list. If you're looking for some contract work, let me know. Medium-sized contracts are unlocked. More women into technology. They're looking for a sponsor. It's only 40k. Yeah, I have unfortunately only hired men on this team. They just seem like the best fits out of all the applicants, so yeah, I'll sponsor that for 40k. I mean, that's gotta be good for our fans, right? We sold 1.6 million copies of Rage and generated 2.3 million in sales, but then, of course, most of that went to the publisher. 13% of that went to us. Alright, let me know when you guys are done training, and we'll get on another game. Alright, G3 again. I don't know, we really don't have much to show right now. We are working on something bigger. Give us the medium booth and I will try to get a game going as quickly as possible. Alright, Azran has recently sponsored a highly praised move to get women into technology. And yes, we would love to see more women in the gaming industry, that is true. Alright, speaking of games, we should develop one. Publishing deals for medium games here. Medieval action game for the game lane. So, any action game for the PC. We just did Rage 6, so I don't know if we really want to do a Rage 7 already. That seems a bit ludicrous. And that's another minimum score of 8. We didn't even meet that last time. Werewolf of any genre. What's with all the werewolf requests? That one's only a minimum score of 5, so I would have taken it. I mean, we gotta develop a game for G3. We just have to. So, maybe another sequel. Last time we made a sequel to our racing series, the G. You know what, Hatrice and the Hat Trick was a surprise hit, but you know what else was a surprise hit? Was an IP by the name of Seek and Destroy. Which one did better off? That was an assassin action game for the PC. We did just hire someone for design, so making a sequel to our fantasy RPG, that makes more sense to me right now. It's not going to be a medium game because we didn't get a publishing deal for this. So, I mean, the game strongly suggested that with only 30k fans, we really didn't want to do that. Alright, this time, Hatrice. I'm sorry for the people firing off fireworks outside my house, which seems to happen every stream now. Why? What good does that serve them? It's been 10 days since the 4th of July. Patrice and acts of kindness. I guess that's supposed to sound like acts of kindness is what I'm going for, but that sounds like a boring title if I've ever heard one. Best idea ever. Hattrice from Hattrice and the Hat Trick versus Hattie Haddington, Gentleman Assassin Extraordinaire. It's a callback to 2 of our previous franchises involving the hat. It's a fantasy RPG for everyone. It's going on the Play system, using the Pocket Change engine, of course. Oh man, this is gonna be good. I hope. I hope this is good. Please be good. Alright, engine is not as important. Stories and quests are. Gameplay is as well. And it's a small game, so I don't have to worry about managing the workload here. But we should market the crud out of this thing. Start with a magazine thing before doing a small campaign later. That's how confident I am that we're gonna have a small campaign. Just you wait and see. G3 should also help as we show off this crossover title. Although we don't seem to be doing as well this year. Oh no, we crossed 100,000, yay! It's good to see growth. Still not in the top 100 booths. We probably need to get like 1 million visitors for that to happen. Alright, and we've entered stage 3, where we know we're gonna need that world design. Yeah, sure, give him the open world, and then... I'm telling ya, we want that hype. Give me the small campaign here in stage 3. We're close to the game's release. Look at all those bubbles. Work out those bugs. Work out those bugs. Don't let that hype drop. Vina announced the Dream Vest. That might not be bad to jump on. We got no bugs, but we've set our new company record for design. And with 110 HUD, this just boasts really well. Game, don't tempt me with your version 4. Investing a little bit in a more modern office would be great. Yeah, sure. Spend all the money. Since G3 has become the biggest meetup of game developers every year, we decided to start using our name for the greater good. Okay. So G3 training, you're welcome to join in any time. There's no prizes, but it should increase everyone's skills. Oh guys, I am nervous about these reviews. Come on, keep it up there, keep it up there, keep it up there, keep it up there. 9 more, please. More hats, more hats, more hats. It's a must hat. A must hat. An almost perf hat. And out. A hat standing game. I'm sorry for those horrible hat puns that you can't even call puns. But yeah, look at the nice new office here. We apparently bought a TES-64, even though we've never developed a game for that system, so that's cool. Alright, new guide. Generate the game report. You. Martin, do some research on day and night cycle. Or character progression. Or should we just get a new topic? We can do space now. Martin, show us the way of the werewolf, because I want to make a medium game and that seems to be our entrance point. And me, I'm gonna train myself. And we could start doing some G3 training, actually. Code Jam, Game Jam, Pixel Jam, Time Trials, Innovation Challenge. So I'm just going to guess here, but design, technology, balance of design and technology, speed, research. Just from the names, that's what it sounds like. And I could up my technology game if I want to stay more balanced, so give me the Code Jam. Our game report is in. AI is not important. Peter Polynox is still new to its team. Team will have higher potential after a few more games. That is true. We did put the new game. We did put the new guy on a very important sequel, but it worked out anyway. The game is met with outstanding responses. Hear that, guys? Outstanding. If you are not a fan of Azran Hat with a question mark, now then, if you're not a fan now, then chances are you will be after playing their latest hit, Hatrice versus Hattie Haddington. Thank you, thank you. We are approaching U12 here. Let's see, can I train you as well? You're gonna enter the Pixel Cup. And Martin, you are our research man. Yes, first of all, what's our new topic? It's romance. Romance. I'm tempted to get space. Space is just generic enough of a topic that it might actually help. Yeah, sure. That's the research on space. And as for me, I was right, that did raise technology. So that's always good. But I don't exactly want to spend the research points right now, you know? How's the contract work looking? Been a little while since I've checked on that. Sure, I will accept this character design contract. I know the other two are working, but it seems like something I can do by myself. And in fact, I did. Thank you for the quick work. 23k to the account. Game off the market. No, I definitely don't want to fire you, Martin. Alright. Let's see if we can find a publishing deal. Man, a lot of big publishers want to go on the game lane, which I guess makes sense. I mean, we could just accept the contract and buy the license. Prison action game on the game lane. Any topic action game on the PC. Werewolf. What did I say? Werewolf, any genre. Royalties only 8%. Base, any genre on the game lane. I forget, was there ever a Star Fox game on Game Boy? I don't think there was. I could definitely be wrong about that. You know what, we are gonna buy the game lane license because we just keep getting asked and asked and asked, and you know, we will make a prison action game, sure. Oh, it doesn't even let me accept the contract, but didn't I just buy the license? A developer license is 50,000. Yes, we'll do it. Now then. What are the publishing deals looking like now? Same ones? Yes, same one. Let's make art. Why can't I accept this? Oh, because I haven't researched prison. Well then, screw that. We will do the space one. Yeah, space is fine, but it's firm. Okay, wait a minute. mature audience on the game link? No. No, no. No, no, no. Any topic action game on the PC? I guess we'll do this. Time to make Rage Severed. And in we go. We have our third person on the team. Hopefully we can manage the workload a bit better. Alright, I guess while I'm developing this game, let me tell you guys a story about how my game went, how my day went today. Mr. Tech Guy's gonna get the engine. So, I was doing quite a bit of... I have better tech than him. I was doing quite a bit of cleaning today because we're gonna have people over tomorrow. And I was standing on a chair trying to reach some of the cabinets that we don't usually clean, but we were because, again, having company over, that's just how that kind of thing works. Sorry, excuse me. Getting a bit of reflux there, and I think it's related to the fact that while I was cleaning said cabinet, I fell backwards over the chair, and now I've got a big bruise on my leg from where my leg made contact with the chair, but otherwise I am completely and totally fine. Hey, he fell down. It's funny. Right? That's totally how that goes. I think I'll handle the AI this time to give Martin a break while he does the level design. Maybe Peter should be doing the level design. That does make for a better balance. And what if Marvin did the AI? Then he's over 100%, and that's alright, but I prefer not to do that if possible. Let's do it like that. I'll leave myself 10% to go. And then Martin will still have his 50% to, maybe Martin does the dialogue. No. Peter is gonna be instrumental to stage 2 here. We don't have a ton of hype right now. Let's send out a demo. Alright, we want those graphics and we want those sounds, so Martin, you're in charge of the graphics. Peter is obviously in charge of world design, that makes the most sense. If I put myself in charge of sound... If I put Peter in charge of sounds, that's better. For me, but... What if Martin's in charge of sounds and I'm in charge of graphics? That's even worse. Just gonna play around dragging the names here. And also dragging the sliders. Alright, now Peter, we want you on world design, that makes the most sense. You are our design specialist. Me on sounds, but lower it. Martin on graphics. If I raise world design, that should balance things out, but we really don't need world design for this game. Alright, maybe I'm overworking myself a bit, but... This is still way better, percentage-wise, than the last one was. We have a new game interview. Yeah, interview. What is expectation regarding the success of Rage Severed? Do you think the game will be well received? Looking at it so far, we're about to hit 40 technology points. Let's hype it. And that does help our overall hype. Okay, technology is well above 50 now. Oh, but we have a bunch of bugs to iron out. That's not great. There goes our monthly costs. New technology record, so maybe hyping up the game was the right idea. AI I don't even know what... Does that mean, like, partners? Like a party member in an RPG? Is that what that refers to? I can probably send at least one of them on vacation. Rage Severed. Played it for days. It's an 8. Working but good. We're not meeting our score, are we? That averages out to a 7. I don't remember what the minimum score we needed was. It might have been an 8. Peter, you generate the game report while Martin goes on vacation for like the bajillionth time. And while I train myself. I'm gonna train myself to do more research. Yeah, we got the penalty. But that didn't matter the last time, so maybe. We said it would be uber successful. I used the word uber. That's weird. We should have been more careful. That had a negative effect on Sam. Dang it. Right, you're still making our game report, and then you can go on your vacation. Dreamvast has been released. There are just so many factors now. Ah man, these version 4 graphics must really be something, because look at that research point cost and that money cost. What's our new topic? Oh come on, we have to! We've gotta research music, it's in my blood. Engine is very important, yes. Go on vacation. Do I want to do more training? I need another 10 research points. And maybe I should research something then. Guess that's at least... Better sound would be good. See, now I gotta start thinking about a third engine. What features would I want in the third engine? Because that's where all this stuff is going. So maybe the third engine should have version 4 graphics, or maybe it should have the day and night cycle option. Now, a lot of this stuff would make sense for a third engine, so I guess we're gonna save up. We completed our music game. The Beano Oasis will be off the market on account of there's a Dreamvast now. Man, are we really up to 25 games? It's been 12 years, 4 months. We've got almost 50k fans and our cash is up. So despite the penalties, these medium games are definitely helping our case. Should I do a small one to tide us over? I think we should at least open up a new platform. We did open up the GameLink platform. Actually, that's perfect. I think I at least want to have the option to do Dreamvast stuff. But I'm actually going to develop this for the gameplay. Alright, and I picked the game link. This is going to be a casual? What would you call that? I want to make a music and rhythm game for the game link. And music and rhythm just seems like it would go really well on the go, but it's not an action, adventure, RPG, or strategy game. It can either be simulation or casual. I'm thinking it's more casual with how the buttons are set up. Did I not click on casual? Of course, here's the pocket change engine. Make this for everyone, and this is... This is Music Paradise, and if you know this reference, then you know one of my favorite games of all time. We don't need a story, but we do need this other stuff for sure. Gameplay has got to be like the #1 thing here. Stick with the medium booth. Can't lower our standards now. We will show off Music Paradise to its fullest extent. We don't really need AI. We don't need a level editor. I guess you would say level design is... There's not really a ton of dialogues in a music casual game. That's for sure. I guess AI is the most important. I would take it the level design for this is like the songs. That's an interesting caveat that you gotta think about. But sure, let's up the level design. Getting a little bit of hype for our first ever casual game, our first ever music game. Oh god, sound has gotta be important. We don't need a ton of graphics, but... Let's send out a demo. This is a new type of game for us. Is G3 gonna happen? It is. Oh, we're showing both Music Paradise and Rage Severed, because Rage Severed is still on the market. So that's cool that we have multiple games here, and we're definitely passing our attendance from last time. Still not in the top 100. Work out the bugs, work out the bugs, get some design up, work out the bugs. No new records, but we did level up our engine and our Azran. Reach level 5 of a character. I'm a professional now. This unlocks a special training item called Boost. The training for it is expensive and you can only do it once. The character has at least 500 in a category, but it's well worth it. Once trained, the boost allows you to temporarily increase the output of your staff and can help you make a hit game. Research for video playback available. Let's see here. If we're gonna keep making music games, I want you to get that stereo sound, okay? You can get the game report for Music Paradise. Dear esteemed Sir/Madam, I'm financial advisor to the CEO at Wamoba Oil Limited, Nigeria. Oh. It said esteemed sir or madam, so I assume British accent. I'm not going to attempt a Nigerian accent. Our CEO has authorized me to invest $2.5 million. It's in a safe bank and will transfer this money, but it requires confirmation for you. What are the reviews for Music Paradise? Beautiful. I mean, we did call it Paradise after all. Quirky but good. I feel that way about the series that I based this on too. Music and casual is a great combination. Anyone want to give me a slightly higher score? It shows potential. Alright, training boost requires designer technology at 500. I'm still a little ways away from that. Cost 20 research point and $1 million. Yikes. Okay. I'll train in the game jam. We'll raise both of it. Rage is off the market. Music and casual is a great combination. Level design is very important. Music for everyone is good. Maybe I should have designed that for a young crowd. Alright, we got our stereo sound. Let's see if I can find these guys some contract work while I finish my training. 50K. That one is simple. Go big or go home. Come on, guys, you can do it. Martin's showing his technology, but, why are you sipping your coffee, Mr. Peter Person? We need you to get on that design now. Multi-genre research is available. It appears that recently a few companies have fallen victim to Nigerian scammers. The scammers often claim to invest large sums of money into companies that required a sizable upfront payment. Those who were unwise to pay will not see their money again. Oh, okay, we did make the contract. Yay, 50K. Alright, what's our publishing deals looking like? I don't even remember the Master V coming out. What? No. No. A music action game on the Dreamcast. What? Any topic, any genre, any system. A minimum score of 5, 9% royalty. That is a unique opportunity, and I'm gonna take it. Let's see what topics we've got. We haven't done anything in the way of space yet. But you know what audience we've really been ignoring is our military audience. We made a military strategy game some time ago, and we have not followed up on it since. Strategy does work well on PC, not gonna lie. May as well stick to our guns, because it's a military game. So yes, it's time for the next game in the Flame Shield franchise. Flame Shield. Rise from slumber. I almost wonder if this shouldn't be a more mature game. Take the risk. Start development. Alright. We want a story on this. I mean, gameplay and engine are way more important, but I want there to be a story. Peter's in charge of the story. Martin's in charge. No, Martin's in charge of the engine. Why is that 80? Oh, because I picked both. There we go. That's better. Wow. That was a close one. Let's make that a solid 20. Yeah, that seems good. 20, 45, 35. Music Paradise is off the market. Okay, do we try to market this game at all? The Master V will be taken off the market. The thing that I didn't even know came out. Oh my god. Level design AI. We want some dialogues in this game. Yeah, Flame Shield, Fire Emblem, if you didn't catch the reference before. I think AI is a little more important than level design here. I'll take on level design, Martin's gonna take on the AI, and... there we go. Wait. Oh my god, how do I get myself down to... myself up to 80 by raising level design? There we go. Eesh. Maybe Peter should be taking on more of this stuff. There we go, I'll save myself for stage 3. That makes sense. We are now in stage 2. They're bumping up that technology a bit there. Alright, Peter, your final job is world design. Beauty graphics, sure, give them an open world for this one, I don't care. Actually, which of these are most important for a military strategy game? You can put me on sound. That shouldn't be an issue. If I gave Martin world design and Peter the no. I would imagine graphics are more important. Is it possible to get us all under 100 at this point? Probably not. Probably not the way I've done things so far. Let me try switching Martin and me and see how that works out. Yeah, 115 is a lot more manageable. Here, you give it 110%. And the rest of us will give it our 90-something%. That's why I haven't fired you, Marvin. You're constantly giving 110%. So maybe some last-minute marketing might not be a bad idea. The Play System 2 has upgraded hardware. We have developed for the previous Play Systems, so certainly that's a possibility. I like where our numbers are going right now with the design and technology. Yes, Master V is no longer supported. I didn't even know it existed to begin with, so you don't need to tell me again. Wow, new records in both categories. Nice work, team. Alright, I don't remember what our minimum score was, but I think it was 5. We had a lot of freedom with this game despite being tied to a publisher, so let's hope that we don't incur the penalty for once. Oh, Martin earned another raise? I guess that makes sense. Dream Blast sales are slowing down. I bought that license for nothing, didn't I? Flame Shield Rise from Slumber. Reviews say it's great. They also say it's very good. And they also say That military and strategy is a great combination. And they also say that the strategy works well on PC. Alright, well guys, I will get us a game report. And Martin, do you want to train? You're doing so well with technology. Do time trials, your speed is still your worst characteristic. Meanwhile, Peter, you're gonna research for our future engine. Oh, I want multi-genre, and we're close. I also want 2D graphics, but I can't have everything. What's our new topic? Spy game. Alright, how about you research something a little simpler, maybe just a day-night cycle? The game met the required wave ratings, yay, for once. Micronaut has announced that they're entering the console market with the M-Box. Yeah. And Peter, you can train up on, shall we do... You know, your speed is just below 300, so maybe you should be... Well, then again... Yeah, do this one. It raises speed a little bit. I want to see that number go above 300, okay? But then in the meantime, it doesn't hurt to have the extra research points. Play System 2 has been released. What's our game report say about Flame Shield, Rise from Slumber? Dialogues are not important. I know I turned up the dialogues. I knew I could have turned them down. But I think it worked out for our employee work management. Hey, we're up to 5 million in cash. Sweet. We're getting closer to that 100k fans as well. We're still quite a ways off from getting that boost. Is there anything else I want to research with 70? I can see AI companions being good. I can also see multi-genre being something I want. I mean, I don't know. And what types of games have we really been focusing on? A lot of it's been action. It's, character progression probably makes the most sense then. Alright, Play System 2 has been a phenomenal success. That's great. We will buy the license. Moving on. Martin, how about some contract work? Anything you could do by yourself? Your forte is technology. Think you could do this? Go for it. Probably not. 41 is a lot to ask, I know. You're scratching your head. There's no way you're gonna make that contract. Anytime you want to finish that. That came closer than I was thinking, but... Alright, the penalty wasn't too much, anyway. Alright, what say you guys? We end off with another publishing deal. I want to check something. How many years are we at? We're at 13 and 4 months now. I mean, at that rate, we're doing about 5 years of stream. Almost. Alright, find the publishing deal. Any topic casual game on PC for a young audience. Any topic action game with a score of 5 on any platform. Any topic, any genre for the game lane. A fantasy adventure game. A minimum score of 5. Any platform. Okay, we're looking at 9%. That one's 12%. 8%. Let's try our hand at the game lane again. Gotta be game lane, but it can be any topic, any genre. So, I do think a casual game is gonna work well for this. Are we working for everyone? I think so. That part doesn't matter. And the game lane is the only part that is locked into place. Kinda tempted to make a portable racing game here, but I don't know if that would really work all that well. Mature games are not gonna do well on a portable system like the game lane, let's just face that fact. Let's make an expedition game. Let's make it an adventure instead. And we shall call it Matilda. So Matilda is my expedition adventure series for those of you just tuning in on this. Obviously Zelda. Matilda. Sea Creatures of Gus. Okay, I was thinking of the Windfish from Link's Awakening. Thing is, we just made Rise from Slumber for Flame Shield. So another Awakening pun doesn't exactly work all that well. Uncle's not sleeping. Yeah, sure. And next. And next. We want the story and quests, and that is where Peter's gonna go. And we want some level of engine where Martin's gonna be, and gameplay can fall to me. And onward. Martin is apparently demanding a vacation. How many vacations can one guy take? I mean, really, I've been increasing his salary and everything. Medium Booth, show off the new Matilda game. We don't need a ton of AI. I'll handle the dialogues. We could use some level design. Maybe we actually bump up the AI a tad. Just put more of the work on Martin. Alright, how's that? That ought to do alright. Marketing. Small campaign for this one? Sure. Flame Shield is off. Our hive is kind of rising, sort of. Okay, we need to put Martin on more stuff. Alright, Alright, it might be a good idea to put him there. Martin on graphics makes sense. What if we put Peter on world design? Alright, sorry guys, I know I'm a lot quieter this stream than what I have been. And I will continue trying to come up with stuff to talk with. There are less people here than usual though, so I guess you can't completely blame me. But no, it's my job to keep talking and finding interesting things to say. I am putting this on YouTube after the fact after all. Yeah, okay, so we want Martin to handle at least some of this stuff. Maybe we raise the sound quality a bit. I know I don't need to find the perfect balance, but I want to try and get fairly close. I know world design is the most important element here. So I guess I'm giving 130%. I guess I'm giving 130%. Alright, Martin, let's see this through to the end. It's been that whole small campaign, and now this type does not seem as big as I thought it might be. Or, you know, good old Bungo's not sleeping. I don't even know if we'll beat our attendance from other years here at G3. Yeah, it would have been nice to beat 200k, but we didn't manage that. We should release the source code to the My Savings engine. Doing so would satisfy the fans. But we could also sell licenses for it and make some money, or refuse their request completely. Well, you're not giving me any compelling reason to refuse outright. It is an outdated engine. We'll probably make more fans this way, and we could use those. I'm gonna give it away. We are the questionable company. It was met with positive responses from fans. It cost us 2.4k, that's not a ton. We gained 1.8k fans, so I'd say not bad. That also brought our hype for this game up to almost 120. Oh, a new bug was introduced and fixed. Right, I forgot that a new bug could be introduced down the line. Oh man, level design is up, sound is up, Peter is up. Peter is getting an increase in salary, and we can do research on Easter eggs and soundtrack. I am up for soundtrack, if you know what I mean. The reviews are in. They are not very good. But Informed Gamer likes it at least. It's fun at stages. Shows potential. I think that still met the minimum requirement though. Alright, go on vacation. See if I care. You once again need to give me a game report before you go anywhere. While I take the time to research multi-genre. Oh, it did not live up to expectations. I kind of lose track of what those are, to be fair. No, not in the top 100 G3 booths this year. Hey, you're back from vacation. Want to do some training? Your speed is actually looking pretty good now. We could use more research though. Alright, what does this tell us? Engine is not important. Okay, it was just an outright bad idea to put an adventure game on the game link. Oh, what do you want me to do, guys? I mean, to be fair. I mean, we could start doing Easter eggs. We gotta hide those hats in there, you know? Now, before I end off here, I'm curious to see, if I want to put all this stuff into the next game engine, what would it take? I would cut version 2. But if I wanted to add cutscenes, multiplayer, progression, dialogues, AI, day-night cycle, and stereo sound in favor of mono sound, it would cost $490K. And that's it. Not as bad as I thought. So how many new features was that? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 features that we're adding for $520K. Alright, you know what, that's fine. It's gonna take us a while to build up some more research points and get some of those bigger achievements, so this is the modestly priced engine, and we're gonna make it now before we wrap up. It's gonna take 280 technology points, but we have the power, we have the intellect. The market has no small... The market had a trend? I am already losing track of all the factors in this game. Guys, this is not good. Our money's plummeting a little as we take our sweet time making this new engine, but hopefully it sees us decent improvements in the future. Engine's complete, and we get an achievement for spending $500K on it. It is indeed modestly priced. Well, guys, that's where the stream is going to end today. Year 13, month 12, so we're going to enter year 14 with our newly expanded company in the next Game Dev Tycoon stream, and hopefully then we can work out some new licenses, some new engine features, some new everything. Kind of my goal is to see if I can actually make it to year 35. So when I say this one was as exciting as some of the others, maybe not. And maybe the Rage series is starting to get a bit old and I should focus on other franchises. I don't know. We'll see how all of that plays out in the future. So in the meantime, I'm Azram127. My YouTube is below the stream. Or if you're watching this on YouTube after, my Twitch link is in the stream if you want to see these happen live later on. And considering where we currently are in the timeline, I hope some of you guys are enjoying Octopath Traveler like I am. I'm probably going to go back to that now that the stream is over. But thanks for being with me for these past couple of hours, just making some games. And we will see you some other time for some other stream. Goodbye.